Okay, it is officially day 2. I didn't quite get to tier 4 yet. I'm very close though, and I'm only 50 tasks away from unlocking my second area, so I'll be getting a bunch of points very quickly, I hope. But on day 2, I can't actually play too much, so what I'm going to do is, because the insane XP rates, is just splash as much as I can, and hopefully that'll give me something crazy like 90 magic or something to go into day 3, so that way I've got a massive boost in skill and hopefully some free points for getting like my first 70, 80, 90, etc. But yeah, let's see how this goes. So by AFKing splashing magic, I've got a bunch of challenges done and a bunch of points, which is great. I've also, like, just look at how ridiculous this XP an hour is despite how little the multiplier is so far. And like, if I scroll through the chat right now, look how many levels and challenges I've got. It's absolutely crazy. I'm just absolutely loving this. Okay, so as you can see in the chat, I've been doing a couple of tasks here and there to try and get towards my tier 4 relic, because I just really wanted to finally get there. I also got some room plate bodies with fire sale, so I could alch them. So if I need GP for anything, I can do that. But yeah, I finally unlocked it. So obviously I've got the option between the mage relic, the melee relic, or the range relic. As I said at the start of this series, I've been kind of swinging towards the melee relic. It's been a difficult decision because I think the other two are so strong and probably, let's be honest, a bit stronger than the melee one, but offering like such tanky bonuses, and then you've got obviously the passive. But yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I want to try and get the door build going. It just seems so fun to me, just being an absolute unit. So there we go, Brawler's Resolve. Okay, so we have my tier 4 relic now, and I had to decide what I want to do next. And as you can see, I've got about 2,000 points, and I've got another 2,000 to the next relic and 42 tasks to the next area. And I think I just want to try and get the next area and next relic unlocked as soon as possible. So I'm doing a bit of forestry and fletching and stuff here, because between those there is quite a few tasks by themselves. Yeah, so that should help get my tasks done and my points up quite a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to do this for a bit, see what happens, and I'm probably going to need higher fire making if I go to Todd anyway. So yeah, doing wood cuttings obviously just always going to be beneficial here. Okay, so now I have my tier 4 relic. I want to try and get my combat stats up, because I'm hoping that over the weekend I can get myself into God Wars. So I figured the best and quickest way to get my combat stats up is probably pest control, because it's multiple points. So I'm getting 9 points per game without any combat achievements, and then the XP is going to be multiplied as well, so it's going to be absolutely insane XP per hour. So obviously, because I've got the melee thing as well, I'm not getting a huge amount. I'm getting 35k, but bear in mind I'm struggling to even hit at the moment with 26 attack, so still getting decent experience. And then it'll be boosted absolutely massively, so I'll see what I'm going to wait till 100 points because you get the XP multiplier. But yeah, my plan is to just get as many stats here as possible. I probably want to get about base 85, like attack, strength, defense, range, and magic before heading into God Wars, but it'll be a bunch of quick points there. I found out that a fire cape is 200 points for the fire cape, and then 200 for trading it in for the Inferno. So we've got lots of options for a good amount of points, and I've got lots of plans to get points. I've also got loads of like quick and easy tasks to do, so every time I get like a few minutes where I'm not sure what I want to do, I'm just finding tasks on the wiki that a lot of people have completed and then just going for it. And I'm hoping to get Corrend unlocked soon, because that, as I said, unlocks a bunch of things a few things I don't have access to currently. So Corrend would also give me blood runes, which means when I'm doing magic training, that'll be quicker, more damage. So honestly, the relics help just snowball massively. That's why I'm focused so much on getting tasks completed and getting the next relics, because everything just increases and increases, because you've got the passives and then the actual things themselves. But yeah, we'll see what 100 points actually gets you. Alright, so after this game I should have 100 points. Now that only took like 25 minutes because it's 9 points per game, so that means you could get at least 200 points an hour. But yeah, even with like 31 strength and attack, because I've got Melee's Resolve, I'm getting 75k XP an hour, which isn't the fastest. I mean, magic, when I was AFKing, I was getting like 300,000, but melee is going to be a lot slower than magic anyway, because obviously I could just spam buy runes Whereas this, I need to actually get my levels up so I can hit. So what I'm hoping for is that the pest control points are going to be an insane boost in XP, because obviously the increased points and the increased XP on them. After this, we'll have 100. I'll put on attack because I want to get to 60 so I can get the dragon longsword, because that will increase my XP a huge amount, because that is pretty much my best in slot until I get like Darox or Bandle's Godsword, or like anything that's like at level 70 or above, which is going to take a little bit to get. So I think that's probably actually going to be what I end up killing Bandos with. But yeah, these are my current stats, getting close to total 700, 35 strength. But let's see how many points this gives. Let's put 100 in attack. Confirm 30,000 points. I thought it would be higher, to be honest. I mean, it gives me about 110,000 experience an hour, but that's obviously with lower stats. So as I'm increasing my attack and strength, and I've got the chance of critting, so I think it's just a case of I don't have the levels to get good experience here. But I think because also the XP from pest control scales as well, so by having higher levels it also increases the XP as well as being able to hit more often and higher hits. So I think it's just one of those. But yeah, since I got 40, getting my rune long, because that'll help as well. But yeah, I think this, you can get some pretty good XP here. I can't think of it anywhere else where you'd get better experience, because like even just training normally, I'm not sure you could get faster experience than this. I mean, maybe like sand crabs or somewhere, or Fossil Island crabs, but probably fighting with people for spots. Oh, another task as well. I think I'm probably going to do this till 60, but I think the XP is just going to keep getting quicker and quicker, because that was how much, 30k attack XP. But I definitely think during this with Fire Sale, ranged and magic is going to be a lot quicker to train than melee by the looks of it, because mage was just getting, although getting a 384 XP drop. Okay, the rune sword definitely helping, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I think it's just about getting some levels to actually compound how quick the XP is, and then it's going to be just scaling massively. But once I get base 60s, I can equip all the obsidian stuff that are the Toxet stuff and obsidian stuff that I was going for. That should get me a bunch of challenges done really quickly as well. That'd be really nice to quickly get some tasks done, and a bunch of points, so hopefully get closer towards my tier 5 relic. Okay, I made an important discovery. I thought pest control would be really fast experience, but I've tested that versus AFKing just at the first thing I could think of to AFK at my level, which is flesh crawlers, and it's almost triple the XP rate, so I'm definitely not using pest control. I think at the next level I get more minigame points, so maybe then it might be worth it, but I think I'll probably only use it for prayer, because it seems like that's probably the only way it's going to be useful, is getting prayer to at least the protection levels. Okay, so this is what we're entering day 3 with. We've got nearly 750 total level, getting close to being able to use a dragon longsword, which is definitely going to be my best in slot for a while. We have 35 tasks to get to my tier 5 relic, to the next area, and 1,840 points to get to the next relic. I'm going to AFK some combat stats today. I think I want to get like base 80, so as soon as I sort of get into a good place to do God Wars, I could just go straight there. When I'm able to actively play today, it's literally just going to be grinding a load of quick tasks to get the 35 done for the next area, because that will also unlock more tasks I can do in general, some more points. And then it's going to be trying to do high point tasks to just get to tier 5, because as I said, the passives make a huge difference for the overall speed of the account. So I'm just going to get straight to tier 5. I want to get to tier 8 as soon as possible, because it's increased drop rates and the amount of buffs you have overall is just insane. So it'll make getting drops from bosses easier, you'll have a lot more damage, a lot more sustainability. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to it, honestly. I've been so hyped for this game mode. Like every day I'm just like, oh, what can I do next? I don't know what it is. This game mode's got me hooked. Alright, so now I'm 60 attack. I'm going to quickly get 40 defense so I can wear rune, because I'm probably going to have to go to a lower layer soon, because once these stop having aggro on me, I don't want to obviously AFK stats here. But yeah, once I get 40 defense, I need to quickly get my crafting up, because you need a cut diamond to go and get to the shop in Xanaris. So once I've got my crafting up and got to that shop in Xanaris, I get my dragon longsword, and then that is going to be my best melee weapon for a very long time. So I hope it hits pretty hard. And there's my 40 defense. I bought a ton of death and chaos runes that I could sell for Tokkul, and I'm just going to use that to buy as many gems as I can, and that will help me get my crafting up, because there's quite a few challenges to do with crafting as well. I absolutely love Production Prodigy. Just the speed you go through like gems and anything with a full inventory is insane, and the amount of XP you get is just absolutely mental. Like, look at this with the sapphires. So now I've got my crafting up, I need to go to the gem rock so I can actually get a diamond to access the trade shop in Zenaris, so I can actually get my dragon longsword, and then I can see what the XP is going to be like. Finally, I got my diamond. That took way too long. I've just bought a ton of dragon longswords and a ton of dragon daggers. One for the alcohols, because it's my main way of getting GP for things that I can't just get infinite of, and two, just in case I lose any. I don't know if the diamonds you have to use every single time, so just in case, I thought I'd just get a ton of them. I know there's a challenge to equip some of the like toxic stuff, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I'm going to quickly equip all that and see which ones I can equip and get the points for. Okay, I just got 70 ranged. I've been AFKing at flesh crawlers quite a bit, and they've got me a bunch of herbs, but yeah, definitely a good way of AFKing some combat. Okay, I probably should have made this clip earlier, but I forgot to make a clip beforehand. But basically, as soon as I got my 70 range, I decided I should go and get my Dragon Defender. So I went and got that, and now I have that, I'm going to go and shove this stake up Count Draenor's. Keep just grinding so hard on this because I'm just enjoying it so much that I completely forgot to actually mention what I'm doing now. So I got the Dragon Defender to help give me like strength bonus, plus it got a bunch of collection log slots for the defenders, and there's a challenge specifically to get a Dragon Defender. So I got that, and now first goal is just to get 20 tasks done so I can unlock Karend, and then after that it will be to rush for tier 5, because that gives me just as a passive, no matter what I pick, increased XP and more minigame points. So both in terms of getting all my skills up to get more points, and especially for prayer, this one's gonna be really useful, increasing the XP and the minigame points. I'm probably going to use pest control to get like 70, maybe 80 prayer, so that when I go to chambers I can unlock both of those. It is unfortunate I'm probably not going to end up with piety, but maybe I'll take ruinous powers. We'll see what happens. But there is the issue that you take more damage while on those, so that isn't going to help with my tanky build. So I've got some decisions to make later on. But yeah, for now, just gonna grind out some tasks. So what I've been actually finding helpful is going on to the wiki, because it has tasks filtered by points and how many people have completed. So the highest completion ones are probably the easiest tasks, so I can filter by that and just complete as many as possible and work my way down the list. I've absolutely grinded some tasks. I've just been going for them. So I did a bit of Slayer, but I'm just scrolling through. You can see what I was getting up to roughly, because there's just so many things you're doing and so many tasks to do that it's impossible to keep up with all of them. So I'm just completing as many as possible. Forestry, wood cutting some willows and burning was most of them, but I've got 3 more to do. One of them is mine and ore with a steel pickaxe. One of them is to locate the air altar, so that's done. And there's got to be one more that I can probably do at the bank. Build a room in your player-owned house. All right. I haven't been able to actively play much today, so I've just been trying to get as many stats as possible out of the way. I AFK'd getting my defenders, which was nice. Surprisingly, it took me so long to get the Dragon Defender that I actually got all my defenders in a lower kill count on the main game on this account, so that was a little frustrating, but I mean, it was a bunch of experience, and I'm getting pretty close to being able to do some God Wars. So I think once I get the melee stats to 85, I might just go and do some Bandos, because that's going to be a quick 250 pointer. 200 pointer. So I think there's like a bunch of ones for equipping stuff from God Wars. I definitely think that that's the next step, to try and get as many relics as possible. So I want to get the next relic for the increased XP and the minigame boost, but the one after that, the passive, is loot will be 4 times as common, so obviously that's going to be really good for getting quick drops, which will also help with getting more points. So it just all sort of compounds, and you can get quicker and quicker points and stuff. And this should be me unlocking Karend. Alright, so I just need to build a room. There you go. Right, so next area, as I've said, we're going Corrend. It gives me Chambers of Xeric, and there's so much content on Zaya, so it unlocks a lot for me, and it just makes it a lot easier to train a bunch of things. I can buy rune arrows. I think that might be the only place where I can actually buy rune arrows. So once I start getting a magic bow, that'll be really good for range training. If I do get a twisted bow, it's going to be great to just have buyable arrows. I mean, yeah, there's so much unlocked here, but yeah, obviously Chambers, because we've got to get the door. I need to test out the door strategy. I want to see if you can, if with that and like just a curl Torva, if I could just go into Bandos with my tanky melee relic and just AFK and let it automatically kill all the minions and everything. I feel like that would be hilarious, just being able to walk away and get drops. But yeah, so we're going Karen. Let's unlock it, and Wintertodt will be a bunch of quick easy levels and unlocks. Go to Karen, so let's teleport there. I keep forgetting that there's a teleport option in the menu there because I've just been using the mushroom. This mushroom is so good. Like, I think when we go back to the main game, everyone's just going to be so sad that they can't just mushroom teleport to leprechauns and stuff. I think people might actually want this to be an update in the game, but it might be a little bit too strong. Another great thing about Corrend is I get to go into the catacombs, which means I can get ancient shards, I can get Arclight, which is going to be absolutely wait, can I get Arclight? This gives me the option of Skatizo, another boss to kill, more achievements, and I can do all my Slayer tasks, or quite a lot. So like I've got a Hellhounds task, I can go in here, totem pieces. So yeah, I think Corrend is definitely my best second unlock here. But I'm definitely glad I got Asgarnia first. It definitely helped get rid of a bunch of early challenges like the mining and smithing ones, because all of the mining spots on the first couple of days in the free-to-play areas were just absolutely, as in like, when I say free to play, Lumbridge and Varrock, obviously Falador's free to play area, but they were just completely packed. It was almost impossible to get any sort of decent mining going. So yeah, now I've got 2 areas unlocked. I should have like pick of spots basically. But yeah, this is still day 3. So day 4 is going to be getting tier 5 relic and hopefully maybe tier 6, but we'll see how well I do. But yeah, only 790 points away. I think maybe going to Wintertodt might be a good shout to get a bunch of points, but yeah, I'll be starting to make a plan to actually go and get some more tasks done.